Hey guys, welcome back into P3D. We're down at Toronto in Canada with the Air Canada 777-200LR, and today we're off to Frankfurt. As you can see, the catering is just loading on here just right now. We don't have any soaked jetways, so jetway does clip out sometimes, so that's annoying. Yeah, but we get catering that's boarding on like I did normally. Last video I turned the power on. I got some of the main bits on. Actually, I need to turn these lights on. Actually, I forgot to do that. Let's turn that to bright. Yeah, bright, that's fine. Yeah, so turn those lights on. That's a bit better. Yeah. Okay, right, so caterings are boarding. We're off to Frankfurt today. Let me just show you in this FMC down here. On board today, got 100 tons of fuel, pretty much 69.6% load level, and we are extremely light in terms of passengers and cargo. There's only 172.8% 0.8 tons on zero fuel weight, which gives us a load level of 31.5%. So you can see down here, economy, there's only 54 out of 172, 15 in business out of 48, first class 4 out of 14, and yeah, so that's a bit crazy. Let's go back to FS actions. Right, let's go down to this FNC, get some main stuff set up. Let's go and turn on the AD IRUs, and the emergency lights can come to armed. Technically, fuel has loaded on, so I'm just going to put the seatbelt signs on. Coating has finished. Let's go and close their doors. Should come to disarm straight away because I clicked them twice, which it did. Right, pause, or position in it. Sorry, pause in it. It's an easier way to say it. So at Toronto CYYZ, that's gate 173. Not in database, that's absolutely fine. We can put the GPS position in, like so. Right, the route today is a company route like normal, so off to Frankfurt, which means it is CYYZ-EDDF. CYYZ-EDDF. Beautiful. Plop that in there. Right, ACA, Air Canada 8. I forgot already. 876, there we go. And takeoff runway today, we are on taking off on 15 right. Activate and execute. Back to perf in it, and not back to, go to perf in it. I can hear passengers are boarding now as well. And reserves, well, 3. And starting cruise at 330. Cost index of 85. Remember to open the doors for the cargo, which I shall do. Right. That leaves us. Let's do the departure and arrival. So departures out of 15 right on a Verdo 5. Transitioning at my chart. I'm not sure actually. The charts will tell me, to be honest. So departures out of Toronto, go to Verdo 5, and we'll be transitioning at one of these 3, which is not actually on my charts, which isn't telling me where I should be going, and I'm assuming I'm going to go with the middle one. That makes more sense. Does it? I'm not sure. But I'm going to go EPSAT. Execute that. Go to the legs page actually. And we can go and take a look at what's happened here. Actually, Lorca was in my flight plan. That makes more sense. Oh, let's go. Right. Apparently at Lorca, meant to be at flight level 330 already. Yeah, definitely. Let's go and set up the pressures. Not pressures, pressure in the QNH, sorry. And I need to go and set up that to sky quickly. Right, there we go. 1018 for the QNH. Like so. And that should cross-reference there, yes, and right there, 1018. Beautiful. Right, next to do. Just saying, it is about 9:30, so that's half 1 in Zulu time, but it's 9:30 Canada currently. And we'll be landing. Oh, passengers have already boarded. Well, we are having a light load today. And landing about Frankfurt about 10 o'clock in the morning. So, get a lovely day arrival at Frankfurt. Let's take a look if we can see any cargo coming to load. Is that it then? I think I see something down there. Yes. We've got 4 pieces of cargo. Crates, I should say, of cargo coming on board today. And let's go to FMC and legs page on here. And let's go to NRF. And let's just go quickly execute. Click through here to thrust limit. And here we're going to do a D rate of 1. Climb 1, flaps 5. No, that's not flaps yet. Calm down. 32 selected temperature. 96.0% on the N1. Takeoff, flaps 5. Now we can do that. CG can go in. And our takeoff weight, apparently, according to PFPX, is 273.7. And the V-speeds will come in soon. Let's also do the winds for departure today. So it is currently not 20 degrees. And we need to be acceleration height of 1,000 feet. So that's all correct, actually. And the winds today, currently surface winds of 180/3. And there is no slope. So that's all entered in. Waiting for IRS to align, which will be in 3 minutes. Let's go and quickly do the checklist. So oxygen masks, we can test them. Which they are tested and completed, and they are perfect. We can go and set the parking brake as well. Right, there's baggage here. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, they can see them coming over. Did I get rid of the jetway? I did. Beautiful. So, yeah, so there's 4 crates of cargo coming on board today instead of the usual 5, because we are very light. And there goes an aircraft. What runway did that take off on? So currently, aircraft are taking off on 24 right or left, I'm not sure. But the winds are making it easier to take off on 15 left or right. Or should be taking off on 15 left. But it looks like aircraft want to take off on the 24s. Which we could do, but I think it'll go on 15 left. 15 left, sorry. AI might have a better estimation. Is that a 787? We could go with the AI, to be honest. But I want to go straight out departure, straight into the flight plan, which you'll see once the. Can we actually see what it does already? We can, actually. See, it was literally a straight out departure. Well, let's get rid of that vectors. There we go. It's kind of a straight out departure, so it's pretty cool. Let's go set up some things here. So VORs on weather and data and traffic. VORs on terrain and data and traffic up to 40 nautical miles. It does say TCAS fail, but it will be back online once RSs have aligned. Let's come back outside. Baggage is now boarding on. Let's just watch the dynamic lighting as this rolls past this beacon. It is beautiful. Look at that. Ooh. That is what you call dynamic lighting. Amazing. That's going to get its next load now. And you can see the wing light, or whatever light that is. Something's lighting up that, which I believe is the wing light, actually. Lighting up the little cargo boxes here. Alright, 5 seconds till RSs have aligned. There we go. And we can now go down here to NRF. Check out the V speeds for departure. A V2 of 166. And runway heading 147. I just scrolled the long way around. 147 like so, and starting our cruise at 330. With that can go in there. Like so. Perfect. All we have to do now is pretty much wait for GSX to do its thing. So flight instruments can be ticked off as well now. That's before start, which we can do. So flight deck doors closed and locked. NCP is done. We're just showing you takeoff speeds. V1 of 156, VR of 160, V2 of 166. CDP flight checklist is completed. We have no hydraulics, so trim, it doesn't matter. And taxi and takeoff briefing. Well, we're pushing back. Then we're going to go on taxi on Alpha. And then Alpha, then a bit of Bravo. So pretty much Alpha the whole taxi. And then little, just a little bit of Bravo for departure. And beacon light is next once we start the APU. Pretty much it's going to wait for the baggage to load on, which won't be too long. Yeah, they are taking off on the 2-4s today, AI. So I could do that if I wanted to. I'm just going to zoom out all the way if I can see if they're taking off from 2-5 left or right. That's 2-5 left over there. 2-4, sorry, 2-4 left over there. 2-5 right. 2-4 right. Jesus. And over there. We do have an Air Canada taxiing over. I'm not sure. That's a 787. I'm not sure if it's going to take off. But we'll see. Right, it's going to start up Navigraph Simlink so I can actually use my Navigraph charts. It's actually, there we go. The sim is now linked to Navigraph charts. I can see where we are on the charts, which is lovely. It could be taken off from 2-4 or left or right. It could be 2-4 right as it's longer runway. Baggage is literally finished actually. So what we can do is go static camera. Actually, we can actually take a look at this aircraft takeoff. Thing is, static camera is so slow. When you get higher, it does speed up, which is kind of cool. It is going all the way down to 2-4 right, actually. So I'm assuming it's going to take off from 2-4 right. So what I'm going to do actually is don't listen to GS. What was it? Lorca, wasn't it? There we go. Just making sure there's no discontinuities. And we'll be on our way. So obviously let's go and find this locker here. Put it there. Like so. And everything should be fine. Everything's going to load in. Perfect. Now we got a 2.5. Right. 2.4. Jesus. Right. Well, why did I say 2.5? Is it? Have I been at airport 2.5? I don't know. Right. 2.4. Right. Runway heading of 237. Like so. That's not 237. 237. Boarding is now completed. Right. We'll be on our way out of 2.4. Right. I got that right there. Okay. Yes. So let's redo our taxi today. So a little bit of Alpha, then Delta. That's it. Now Air Canada is just about to take off as well. It is lining up in 2.4. Right. So. Oh, there's an aircraft coming to land, I believe. Probably. Yeah. So it's going to go what AI is going to do. So let's go and request GSX for pushback. Nose right. There we go. Departure clearance is requested. Tow truck is in motion. And let's go and start up the APU as well as the beacon light. Come down here, we can actually see the APU light, flap door open, and the exhaust as well. What I think would be really cool is because how hot the exhaust is, and like engines, which had like a little like heat wave sort of thing that you normally see with a little hot air. That'd be really nice. That would be. Remove GSU unit only once the APU is started up. So I'm going to bring that into here so I can see this page. Gonna go to the doors page, just check everything is armed, which it is, and closed. Yep. And let's go to ground collections. And once it says APU running up here, I can click this button, which will move the wheel chocks, and it will remove the dual jetway plugs, as well as the air conditioning unit. We can actually hit stats. We can see how far it is into the starting up soon, actually. We should say AP running. There we go. Remove that. Boom. GSX is now happy. We can remove that, and we just wait. We can turn on the packs left and right now. Well, turn to auto. Let's go to the before start beacons checked. That can go away. And now the engine page before startup. A lovely aircraft this is. It's a really good aircraft. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's when I click this. Right. Parking brakes are released. They're not. Okay, that's weird. I clicked it on my my Cytec thingy-majiggy throttle quadrant, and it didn't work for some reason. Did hear it click, but didn't release it. It's very weird. Right, let's go and start engine number 2 once the hydraulics are on, and fuel pumps as well, actually. Footlights are off. We can start the next hydraulics, which they have, and start engine number 2. Bang the fuel as well. Let's just watch this engine start up. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. One, two, three, A. That was that. Did I say 1 2? I meant to 1 7 3A. Right, it's going to stop us here, thinking that no, it's not. Right, it's turning us. That's fine. There we go. That's just clicked out, and I said nose right. It's going to do something stupid once again, like last video. I think I said nose right. I think I might have collected nose left actually, because I don't think I selected nose left. GSX is going weird actually, so I'm assuming it's GSX is anything going on at the moment. GSX is extremely special right now. I need to fix that. Yeah, GSX has been really special currently. Right, so the start switch cut out. What we can do, we can just go in there, go up there, turn around. I swear I clicked nose right. Might have not. We'll find out. Right, let's go and get some floodlights ready. About 90 degrees, that's a bit too bright, I'd say. Like so, and down here. Down there. Like so. Down here as well. Yeah, that one gets really bright. Like so. And we can go and turn off the dome light. Yeah. That's alright. Turn on some more floodlights down here. Wow, this is really special, this knob down here. And click spots are kind of hard to find. Let's get us back to normal here. Bring this up like so to match the other side. And this one actually isn't too bright. Let's bring it up just a little tad. And there we go, GSX. Now, I see what it's done now. I'm happy. The thing is, we want to go into Delta, which actually is behind us. So that's a bit of a problem. A bit of a problem indeed. Got that view. Yeah, kind of A320, I'm guessing. I think so. That's currently on Delta. Now don't worry, we can go into Delta in another way. Right, just make sure there's no warnings up here. We can turn off the APU now. Passenger signs are on, engines are on, fuel pumps are on, hydraulics are on, packs on to auto, everything's all good up there. Just waiting for the lights once GSX have gone away. And we can go to the checklist session. So anti-ice is not needed for departure. It's actually 20 degrees, and recall is checked. Also brake RCO. Flight controls. So it's full left. Airspeed low. Okay, full right. All the way down. Okay. All the way up. And all the way to the left, and all the way to the right. I have no idea why it's done that. I just clicked the wrong button again. Actually, I might have clicked that. And now it's saying airspeed low for some random reason once I've started to feel like I should turn left. Okay, it does say ground equipment is clear as well, so we can clear that up. hopefully that will go once our airspeed gets high again after takeoff. And we can put the checklist back and have a good trip. Let's set flaps 5. Let's bring a bit of power, release the parking brakes. Let's get some lights on. Let's also set the trim, which is 3.75 for departures today. So 3.75 like so. And we can get rid of the flight controls. Everything is set for departure. Oh no, VNAV. Okay, that airspeed low is now gone. Thank God. That was extremely weird. I think I was flying because I'm actually on the ground. What is that green tail? What airline is that? I'm not gonna go into Delta, so I can just see this quickly. Ooh, I can't see. It's a 777 though. Does not say on their aircraft. Looks like. No, Eva Air. Something like that. I'm sorry if you guys if you know that airline and I say it wrong, don't go mad at me please. And let's go into Delta here. This is Delta Romeo, which we're just crossing here now. Onto Delta. We were taxiing it at a good speed actually, 10 knots. Normally I'm like a 20 knot kind of guy, but I'm being good today and going slow. For departure out on 24, right, got that good. Let's go have this little wing view here. I love this wing view, it's really good. I am on idle power now. How light we are. I can just stay in idle power, which is actually really good. I'm trying to taxi without looking at the cockpit. Oh, did pretty well. Yeah, it's currently I'm on idle power. I'm gonna bring in a little bit of thrust, so I can just like so. So we don't actually decrease ground speed. FPS isn't going too well for me, but I'm sure it is amazing for you guys. I say that, probably not. Right. 24 right, left. No, it is right. It's approaching us as well. Okay, cabin already as well now, and so flaps are 5. Gear is down. Yes, it is down. Well done. Trim is set, and let's check that's the before takeoff checklist completed. Click it again. After takeoff is next. So we're good for takeoff. T-gas is that's all that's needed now. Taxiing all the way down, and then we can spin onto the end of 24 right. Hopefully it won't take too long. We are actually getting a bit slow now. Let's bring a bit more power in to the aircraft. Right, bit of right rudder just to steer us. Okay, not too much. Steer us onto the runway. And let's go and check if there's any aircraft coming to land. which there aren't, which is good. We can clear onto the runway, make sure there's not actually no aircraft on the runway, which there aren't. No, I thought there was an aircraft there, but no, there's a windsock. Right, so landing lights and taxi light off, strobe light on, cleared for takeoff. T-gas can now turn on to TARA. Right, let's align with the runway, like so. Let's start that timer. That's the longest time I forgot to start the timer. But let's go and start the left timer for the takeoff today, and 50% N1. Roundabout there, make sure engine's steady. Flight director's on as well. Hit trigger. And make sure LNAV and VNAV are armed. Right, airspeed is alive. Doing well to keep in the centre of the runway, 80 knots as well. Why is there no V speeds? Okay, that was very weird. No V speeds. Right. Yeah, lift off. Gear up. I think I had no V speeds due to flight director not on once we hit Toga. Alright, flats are up. Not are up, they're coming up now. Auto brake is disarmed, autopilot is now on, auto throttle is good and in shape. See the flaps coming up, gear is up as well. Go back to the legs page. There's 2 times a takeoff went wrong, slightly. Out of Canada Airport, Toronto. 2 times. And the only 2 times. Right, let's go to the checklist and let's tick that up. And descent is next. Right, we've got a good rate of climb. Let's go and set the transition altitude, which is normally 18,000, which it is actually. So it's all good. Next waypoint should be, it says vectors. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the vectors. Execute that, and that will start a left turn. Right. Up to Sava, then Sekit, and up to Verdu. Beautiful. Right. Can we take a look back at the airport? Not yet. Just about. I think I can see it just coming into view there. There we go. There's the runway we took off today. 24 right. Yeah, 24. I got that correct. Beautiful. We can zoom in a bit more. We can actually take a look at the airport, and let's go back to this view. We can get a bit better frames for myself, which I like. You know? We are climbing absolutely crazily, actually. Wow, did not realise we're 8,000 feet already. Woo, juicy. Right, let's bring this up to 40 knots, nautical miles. Sorry, and this one go all the way out. flight time is expected to be 7 hours, so I'll see you in 6 hours and 30 minutes probably, or 6 hours 40 minutes for landing. We've got 20 minutes to land back into the video. At normal 20,000 feet I'll meet you. Lights can come off already, that's crazy. I haven't been flying for that long and that's already happened. Wing light can now come off. That's a lovely view. Well, I hope you enjoyed the takeoff. Next time I'll just try and find out why there's no V-speeds. It's probably just because I wanted to go before the flight director or many stuff have been activated, so I got a bit confused with that. But sorry about that, and we're in the air, don't worry, everything's all fine, nothing happened. Hope you enjoy the cinematics of this video. You might see a bit of night, and then the sunrise actually, and a bit of day in the cinematics, which will be good actually. And I'll see you down in the descent about 6 hours time, probably above, near Amsterdam Schiphol, literally right above it probably, not sure. I see some flashing lights down in the background there. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the cinematics coming up. I hope you enjoyed the takeoff, and I'll see you down in the descent. Goodbye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent down into Frankfurt. That scenery you just saw there was absolutely perfect, along with the little clouds as well. So just past 20,000 feet, 19,000 now. So let's go and turn the seatbelt signs on. Like I said, it is around about 10 o'clock Frankfurt currently, or 11 I think. So let's go down to the FMC and let's quickly set the transition altitude for the descent. Let's also request the winds, and let's go to the charts and transition altitude at Frankfurt. Ooh, let's just go and get ready for the winds as well. Transition altitude at Frankfurt is, let's load the winds. Doesn't say. It is in on request, so transition altitude is set by ATC. So normally the transition altitude is like 6,000 or 5. I'm going to go 5,000 for today, like so. That's the legs page. Init ref actually, flaps 30 landing. Let's go to the checklist page as well. And we can actually zoom in a bit more on this. ND there. So recall's checked, notes is checked, auto brake of 1. We are extremely light. There's probably no need for an auto brake to be honest. I've got to keep it on there anyway. Landing data, minimums if not set, but VREF is done. Flaps 30, 138 knots. So yeah, actually it says transition altitude at 5,000 feet. Transition level is not like set by ATC, and the ILS for approach is 529. Oh, look at this is what I hate about the arrow. 5. Click it across 529 like so, and also the current H. So the weather down at Frankfurt is currently 1023, which we can just go and set that in here. You come down here, you can actually see 1023. I think we'll be landing about 10 past 9 Zulu, which will be in about 13 minutes. So landing data is now checked actually. Approach briefing. Let's go and take a look. So here's the plan. It does look a bit confusing at the moment for you guys. We come into Rollers, and then we go into Tau, or Toe, I don't know how to say it. This is like, for the go around, we come back into that and come down. So you see the next waypoint is down here. And the routing's got a bit weird for that, just there. But so we come into Frankfurt here on the runway 07 center. And then here's the go arounds at 5,000 feet. Approach briefing is completed. Okay, and altimeter on approach is next. That view though, I can't know if I told you guys, but I did get Terraflora, so the trees are a lot better than default P3D trees. I got a lot more variation, as you can see. These are nice orange trees and the fir, I believe that is. So you've got some really nice trees going on through the clouds as well. Get back into the cockpit. Right, I think everything's set. So VNAV set, init ref is set. Depart and arrive. I've done the arrival. It's all checked. What we can do actually is 138. See if we can change the runway speed for auto throttle. I don't think we can set this one up. Maybe, maybe not. Yes, we can. Get the final approach. Actually, it is 8 nautical miles to slow down, so. And I'm going to keep it 170. And those are reset themselves. But we get 3 nautical miles to slow down from 240 to 170, which is a bit. It's going to slow down quite fast. So I'm going to slow down to 200 there, and everything should be fine from there on. Just a bit above the VNAV now. For some reason it wanted to slow down. Stop sending for some random reason. Probably because it's way too fast. So let's get some speed brakes in the aircraft. Let's get back down. Ooh, that's really bright. There we go. Slowing down to 240 knots. Reduce this down to 20 nautical miles, and I'm assuming, yes, just like last video, Ultimate Traffic Live crashed. So what I do is reload it up, which will probably reduce some more of my frames, which is it's alright. Doesn't reduce too much frames, and you can see it's loading up there. And the aircraft will load in soon. Current winds at Frankfurt as well is at 50 at 6 knots. So we've got a solid 07 center landing today. Or we could have landed on 07 right, but I think it would be better going off in 07 center. As well as that, we'd be parking at Terminal 1, which is the nice terminal at Frankfurt. Yeah, traffic will load in soon. You'll see it coming up here, Ultimate Traffic Live, initializing. We just yeah, there we go. Just past 10,000 feet, so landing lights can come on. Got some more speed coming up on North also. Oh wait, let's get rid of this. Get rid of those speed brakes there. I forgot I had them so on. There we go. That no lag spike was probably the airport, or yeah, the airport just loaded in there, like so. Oh, lovely that is. It's a great view. Screenshot. Probably for the. Let's actually zoom out a bit. Get a better screenshot there. Are those trees 3D or are they just? Those ones aren't 3D. I can't tell. That's really hard to tell. Right, coming up to a final approach. Just going to go to the charts once again, just to check the ILS frequency is correct. Come down to the nav rad here. 110.5506. It says 068, but it says here 067. So that's what I'm going to do. We change this up to 067. 067, like so. Okay, that doesn't do anything. And now it's just on M. That's fine. Set everything in, it's fine. Right. Unless frequency's the same and everything's cool for that. Let's go and set the runway heading as well. Which 07 center is 068. Airport's loading in there. Zero 6 8, like so. Go back down to the legs page. We could probably set in at ref to remind ourselves that flat's 30 at 138. Got some river textures not loading in there. It's a bit weird. Right. Soon approaching our altimeter of QNH from standard pressure to QNH of 1023. Transition level 5,000 feet. Do we have the airport in sight, or is the clouds blocking our view? No, we just have it in sight. There we go. Terminal 1's this one right here. I'm going to start reducing the flaps once we get like lined up with the runway. Let's try and get like an inside view like this. Like so. Zoom out a bit. Might be a bit more realistic, like so. Yeah, those textures of the river just not loading in. You can see all the terraflora trees everywhere. And FPS is looking good. Let's slow the speed down. Let's help it out. Let's help the aircraft out. Let's get down to 220 knots. Is that 219 maybe? Let's get to arm the spoilers as well. Speed brakes are armed. Right, 10 nautical miles in this ND and down to 20 on that one. Right, I'm going to hit the localizer as well. That's already armed, which is good, so we're going to line up the runway. Looks like we might just head into that cloud, I'm not sure. Not sure if we're going to hit that cloud on the way down. Right, get out of standard pressure. Right, flaps 1 and then flaps 5. FMC message, drag is required. So let's get some drag for the aircraft. Once the flaps are out, it should help the aircraft slow down a bit. Gonna slow down to the flaps 5 debug speed. Well, that's all good. I can hit the approach. So we're now off the VNAV and off the RNAV actually, but the approach will come in soon. We're gonna just diamonds coming up. Just yeah, there you go. That's all good. Right, what's the flaps 15 debug? What's the limit on that? 230 and 20 is already 200 actually. So there's flaps 15. And there goes the speed brakes. And armed the speed brakes as well. Right. We are on VNAV as well, as you can see down here. Just lined up there, but we are on the ILS instead. We're on it a bit above. Yeah, hopefully it will realign itself. And let's go flaps 20. Right, let's go and get some speed brakes. 2500 gear down. Right. Lights are on, passenger signs are on, everything's good for the landing. Soon, once the flaps down to 30. Now, we don't need speed brakes anymore because the gear is pretty much slowing down everything. Right, reference speed, flaps 30. We can tick off this. Altimeters is set for the approach, and landing is next for the flaps. Sorry. Right, flaps is down. Checklist is completed. Next checklist, shut down. Not needed at all. Right, we're coming up to our reference speed here, 137, sorry. Yeah, it says 13 and 138 actually. There we go, just updated that. Recalculating the speeds. Speed brakes are armed, gear is down, flaps 30. Everything's looking good. Right. Autopilot's disengaged. Let's get these, try and get the trim correct so I can just do some minor movements. Trim up a bit more. Not too much though. This trim seems just about fine. Gonna get rid of the auto throttle now. Let's line up the runway as well. So bring the nose to the left. Also throttle disconnected. Yes, I do know that. Right, let's bring the nose down.
Approaching minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20.
Idle power. Lovely. Try and get some reverse thrust. Like so, idle reverse. Slowly bring the nose down. Like so. That was a perfect landing. Right. Let's try keeping the centre of the runway. Oh, look at that view. Right. Reversers can come in now. And we exit the runway here. That's perfect timing. Right. Landing lights off. Taxi lights on. Strobe off. Start the APU. Let's slow down. Stop the timer. Reset this. Get rid of some VORs and flight directors off. Or throttle can come back on if it wants. Or not if it wants. It shouldn't come back on. Terrain and data off there. Data and weather off there. Beautiful. Right. Now we can turn off TCAS to standby. Right, auto brake can come to off as well. Flaps up. Right, flap is coming up, and let's go and request somewhere to park. I'm hoping somewhere in. Right, welcome back. Sorry about that. Just hit the wrong button. Right, so hoping somewhere about gate B. Looks like no AI traffic's loaded in. So something went wrong with that. We're going to park at B28. And no follow me is requesting. APU is running. Didn't know why I did that. Right. Let's go and check. Yes, also traffic live is not liking us at the moment. It's not very nice. Right. 7 hours and 14 minutes of that flight. Still got the flight director on the other side. No, don't. No. That's good. I'm taxiing at idle throttle currently. Not anymore. Just a little bit of power needed. We're parking one of these little bits that spike out. Not far of a taxi. Right. I think we can see it coming in soon. Just right about there. There we go, you can see GS6. Right, coming in here on, where is this? November 5 or Whiskey 5? November 5, this is. Turning in here. That was a lovely 7 hours from Canada to Canada to Frankfurt. It'll be easy to taxi in the cockpit actually. Right. There's a truck coming in. I'm not sure if this airport uses SOD. I can't remember. I think it did. But we'll wait and see. Leave hands of terminals over there. I'm gonna try and get Ultra Traffic Live back. It does that twice actually to us. It's really, really strange. Got the gate coming up soon. Taxiing at 9 knots or ground speed. So, Flight 1 software, Ultimate Traffic Live clients. Does it crash because it's got so many aircraft to load in? That could be a problem actually. Here's our gate just coming up here. Yeah, I think Ultimate Traffic Live just doesn't like itself. Right, so here's our gate coming up. B29, wasn't it? It's from 28, sorry. There we go. Now Ultimate Traffic Live comes in. Got some Condors over there. British Airways, Lufthansa. We now got Lufthansa in our gate. Let's get rid of you. Not too much power, just enough. And right, let's get rid of the lights. Right, we got a safe dock as well, which is cool. Lufthansa, not Lufthansa, Frankfurt, the Pro version, which is really cool. I need to come into the right a bit. I'm going to work with the safe dock and not what anything else says. Not too much power. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Right, that's a bit stupid parking there. Too fast, I would say. APU is running, so we can turn off the fuel for the engines, so they will shut down. ADIREs can come off, emergency lights can now come off. All of these can come off. Fuel pumps off, packs off, and now the beacon light can come off. Lovely shutdown. Let's see if do have SOD. No, we don't actually. Right, Control J it is then. So yeah, this is what I made. The safe dock may be parked there, which I don't think. I should have checked. So now that jetway is going to go into the jetway. Not ideal. Right, let's go request deboarding from GSX. Shift Control T will turn on. Sorry, Ultimate Traffic Live. Hopefully, it doesn't spawn an aircraft in my aircraft, unless it just crashes once again. That wasn't very good parking. I am very sorry. I was going what the safe dock was telling me to do. Right, traffic is loading in. I just heard the lag. So, fingers crossed it hasn't loaded into our aircraft. Yay. Right. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Sorry about the takeoff. Must have some sort of flight director or something going on there. Deboarding passengers, and now baggage is about to deboard. So I hope you enjoyed the flight today. I enjoyed it. The landing I thought was probably one of the best of the videos flights I've done. Very soft, smooth landing. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.